Hello and welcome back to What If Deku was... welcome back to What If Deku was the only male of the Quirk. This is part 2, so let's go on and get into it. Last where we left off, Deku had awakened his quirks, which was deemed Lightning Dragon. Because it was a mix of his father's Phantom Quirk, which is a quirk that males have, that males cannot activate no matter what. No matter what, they cannot activate it. And whenever Deku was found out to be a boy, he was given up for adoption. And his mom and dad tried again to have a girl. And the girl will be called, I think it's how you pronounce it, Tsukiji. Tried looking up on Google Translate this, so yeah, but anyway, it means green moon. This was suggested by, forgot his name. You know what, I'll have a shout out to you in the comments. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay. So, Deku was also adopted by Uraka's parents. He is kind of famous because he was discovered to have a quirk. And he lived with the Todorokis for a while. So, but that did not end well. Ended up with Endeavor going to jail. And yeah. So let's go on and get into it. So, Deku is finally in like a higher education class. Some heroes come by every once in a while to check up on him, make sure he's okay, because many people do not want don't want males to have quirks, so he might be a target. And so Deku, he's walking home from school one day, and this kid, this one girl's explosion quirk, keeps on following him, which is Bakugo. I'm gonna refer to her as Bakugo, so Bakugo, she doesn't recognize, for special reasons, Deku's face was always blurred out during interviews, or he had a mask on. He would be on phone calls, that's when it would be like that. But, the heroes, only some heroes know that. So she's very confused while everyone's... I'm gonna say Deku is still going to the school he was before, because last time I said everyone asked what his quirk was. So this is 3 months after the whole male of the quirk incident. like everybody found out about it, and press has died down a little bit. But but he finally, like, the adoption fully went. He was completely, all the adoption papers and everything went through, and Deck was officially adopted by the Urakas, and he moved schools to a new one. So Bakugo is very, like, angry that a boy is in her class. And every day she kind of picks on him, but Deku, he does not lift a finger to her, no. He will not hurt anyone. And also I'm going to say that the construction company that Uraraka's parents have is actually making quite a bit of money. I'm gonna say that because of the inequality, many males are constantly having, were having, what was it? Shoot, it was called a riot. And whenever that would happen, heroes would have to kind of take him down. And when doing this, there would be damage to the city, meaning there would be more need for construction companies, so their family's actually alright. Anyway, so Bako is following Deku, and he just goes up to him and says, "Do you think you're so cool being a boy and being in the girls' class? No. You're not that. You're not everything. I'm better than everyone." And her attitude's way worse than it is in canon. And Deku just looks at her and is like, "Just leave me alone." And she goes to throw an explosion at him. His skin immediately toughens up, turning scaly, having his scales being black, and the little ridges in between the scale. Oh my god, dog! The little ridges in between the scale are glowing with a blue light. His eyes are glowing. Like, his eyes are glowing. Okay, hold on. So his eyes are glowing. Are glowing a bluish greenish color. His hair is darker. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. His eyes are still green, but they will glow. Whenever he activates his powers, he will grow. Not glow. Not grow, glow. They will glow either a bluish greenish color or a bluish, like a little bit of blue, a little purple, a little bit of green. So whenever he actively uses his lightning, they'll turn either completely blue. So yeah. So Deku just keeps on walking, and and he's just walking, and Bakugo throws the explosion, Deku's skin hardens up and everything, like I just said. Everything I described happens. And when she hits Deku, it's like a punch and an explosion. She reels her hand back in pain. It's like, ow, what the heck? And then she sees everything's like, wait. You're the male with the, you're the guy with the quirk? He shakes his head, like, yep. Not really saying anything, just, yep. And he continues walking away. Bucko's like, holy cow. That was crazy. I mean, I'm gonna stay away from that kid, actually. And so Deku gets home, and he's talking to Uraraka, and that will not be the ship for this one. I'm gonna say they have more like a brother-sister relationship. And the ship is going to be, because it was requested, it will be a harem. Yep, because it was requested. So, comment down below who all should be in the harem. Just so you all remember, just so you all know the difference. 1's a date, 2's a love triangle, 3 a harem, and above 3 and above is a harem. Because there's 4 people. So, just so you know. So just don't comment one or 2 names. Comment at least 3. So, I was actually thinking of Momo, Ashido, and Jiro. But if you'll have any other ones, I'll do the request completely. Just which one gets the most likes, or what is realistically gonna happen. Only one person's gonna comment. So, yeah. Let's go on and continue now. So Deku gets home, he greets Uraraka, and they're just gonna go in the other room and play. And then, Uraraka's dad and mom, walk in. They're like, they both say they need to leave for a little bit. And so just hop in the car. Like, they just hop in the car, and they start going. And Uraraka's dad looks back and says, guess what, you two? So we're taking a construction job on private property, and we're told that that our kids are allowed to practice with their quirks. So you all can practice your quirks while we're here. It's gonna be a pretty long job too. So we might let you all come over every weekend or Friday to come and work. Well, to come and work on your quirks. And Uraraka and Deku were like, oh yay, that sounds really cool. I meant to say Ochako. Ochako and Uraraka were like, oh yeah, that'll be fun. And then Deku popped the question and asked, who are we going to... who are you going to do the building for? And, Uraraka's dad gets really excited and he says, the number 4 hero. Deku immediately sulks down. he's just like, no. And Uraka's dad goes, "Oh, what's wrong?" Deku goes, "Have I ever told you what my real last name is? Like the one I was born with?" Uraka's dad goes, "No." Deku says, "My last name is Midoriya. The number 4th hero's last name is also Midoriya." The car went completely silent. And yes, Deku's, almost said Uraka, Deku's mom is going to be the number 4 hero, because if Endeavor can be the number 2 hero, which is Flame and Cannon, then having energy and void manipulation would make it like that. And Deku's like, "Please tell me I don't have to talk to them." And this is when Uraka's dad kind of tenses up and goes, "Ooh, part of the deal was that they never asked what gender the kids were. They just asked, hey, like this asked, do all your kids have quirks?" And we said yes. So, they don't know that your guy has the quirk. Also, they said part of the deal was that, you have to spend time with, you need to train with their daughter. Deku's just eyes. His eyes have slits in them. Like his eyes have slits in them. They turn completely purple. And Deku's like, "How much do you need this job?" Uraka's dad goes, "We haven't had too many customers recently, so this would really be a big help." Deku goes, "How much are they paying?" They go, $3 billion. And Deku, still being really tensed, says, "I'll hang out with them, but I'll hang out with them as long as you need to. I'll be as quiet as long as you need me to. But if either one of them talk about me at all, I'm gonna lose it." And everybody's just like, "Okay, fun." Then Uraka's like, "Okay, we're here." And Deku just immediately, his eyes go normal. That anger that everyone felt, it's just suddenly gone. And he's trying to act all cheerful. It's like, "Oh, yay, we're here, woohoo." And then, they get out of the car, and Deku sees Inko, and it's like, ugh. I'm gonna say he wasn't abandoned at, well, also, I don't think I said this, but Deku wasn't abandoned at birth. He was abandoned around 5. He's 10 now. Nah, he's 9. He's 9 right now. Meaning, Tsukuji, I think that's how I pronounce it, is 7. So, gonna go continue back on into this. So he sees Inko, and Inko just stares at him like, "I thought you said that all your kids had quirks." And And Raka's dad goes, yeah, all of them do. Deku just flashed a smile, and then energy started going off all around him. And he just goes, hey mom, how are you? Well, and he goes, hey mom, how have you been? And Inko's kind of shocked. And then a little girl runs up and is like, hi, my name is Sakuji. I really want to be your friends. Nice to meet you. Uraraka's like, oh, nice to meet you too. And Deku's like, nice to meet you too. I need to talk to her for a second. So do that, and then I'll come play with you. Sakuji kind of looks at him and goes, like, he no longer has energy around him or anything. She didn't saw that. Well, she didn't see that. She goes, oh, you probably can't do what we're gonna do. We're gonna train our quirks. And Deku's, he immediately, like, completely, like, goes as dragon-like as possible. He spreads out his wings. He has the black armor. His eyes go blue. Energy's going off all around him. And she's like, holy cow, that is really cool. And she just goes, oh, I have a quirk. My quirk's like that. And she kind of powers up, like how she's just gonna power up. Her skin immediately goes scaly. Her eyes have slits in them, like Deku's. Her eyes are just red though, and her scales are also red. She has a slightly smaller wings than Deku. Well, she has smaller wings than Deku. And what else? Also, her wings, like, let's see, like, you know, dragon wings have two colors, like the one where where all the bony parts are, that's where the primary color is. Like, that's the same color as all the other parts of the dragon. All the other colors are a different color. Her body's red, but, like, oh yeah, by the way, they're not fully transforming. They look like more dragon-like. They have more scales. They just, like, they don't have, like, a full dragon transformation. Their body kind of appears more like it. Just so you know, they don't actually turn dragon-like. I really didn't want to do that. So they just look like Natsu whenever he's turning into a dragon. Like, whenever he started turning into a dragon. Like, ish. He has fangs. And then, look how Natsu has fangs from Fairy Tail. I don't know if he really, okay. Like he's more dragon-like, like Natsu. And but he has, like, scales. So yeah. And they look like an armor. So. And I must say that Deku's wings, they're black, and they look like they have, his wings are black, and the bunny parts are black, and the rest of it is red. And yeah, because I thought that would look cool. Yeah, I must say blue. Blue, actually. Kind of keeps up with the rest of the color scheme. So, he goes off. He goes, did you know we can make a tail? And she goes, wait, what really? he just goes, I'll show you how in a minute. And he kind of walks away. He goes over to Inko and whispers in her ear, how many more siblings do I have? She goes, she's like kind of has no like words she can really think of. She can't really spit out words. And she goes, oh, only one. About to be 2. And Deku goes, why are you having that one? Why are you having a second one? Are you mad that you can't have, that she didn't have multiple quirks? Is she not good enough? Like how I wasn't good enough? He's like really angry. She goes, yes, that's what happened. And Deku just kind of leans in a little bit closer, and his eyes turning purple with the slits. And he says, when she whispers in her ear, if you try and pull another stunt like how you are, then I'm gonna come after you. Don't care if I have to go to jail or any reason. I don't care. We will go on full fight. And this is where Inko's eyes turn purple. Like no slit or anything because it's dragon. She goes, I want to see you try. Like getting over her shock. And she just goes, okay, me and Hisashi will stop trying. And Deku goes, okay, good. So he kind of just walks away. Well, he just kind of walks away. I'm gonna go play a Tsukiji, or Tsukiji. Gotta get in the motion of saying that, Tsukiji. So it goes off, and like he's teaching her, like, okay, now you have to really think. And he's like kind of explaining how to with the tail. She's like, holy cow, it worked. And Deku just high fives her and like, good job, you did it. And Uraraka's like, okay, could you help me out too? And he's like going around helping them. And then he starts working on his own quirk. So he's trying to practice doing multiple things at once. He tries using his fire breath along with his electricity. But he seems like he can only do that when he's mad. Like he doesn't have really good control over it. All he can do is like make electricity go around him, and it is visible, and you can feel heat coming off of it, but you can't actually touch it. If you do touch it, then it's just it kind of tickles. More of an intimidation tactic. It can't actually light anything on fire. So he's trying to work on. Okay, so Deku starts training that. He's like trying to get his electricity to be actually able to do stuff. So he got a rock. He was focusing electricity to move towards that direction. And he got it. He's hard controlling it. But after 4 weeks, he actually gets it. Like he can get it to move. Then he focuses on. Now he doesn't really know that he has the void quirk. All he's really he can't really see his own eye color. He's just heard that his eyes have gone purple. Only when he's enraged, though. So it's kind of like Naruto's Kyuubi eyes, with the little slit, like snake eyes, that are red, but instead they're purple, like that. Like, it only comes out whenever he's enraged. So, he keeps on just... how should I say it? Well, he just keeps on training, and he learns how to use his fire and his electricity at the same time. So he can use he can shoot out fire from his mouth. Also, if you all think that the fire is like an additional element, he can control that too. No, he just has a somewhat resistance to heat. And he also has a slight resistance to cold temperatures, and he can spew fire from his mouth. That's it. Nothing else. That is like the most ability he gets out of that. Like the only abilities he gets from the dragon part is toughness, the fire thing I just mentioned. His skin's pretty much steel. It's as good as Kirishima's hardening quirk. Flight. He can grow a tail. A good regeneration. Not the best. Like, he could regrow an arm, but it would take at least a year for that arm to regrow. A year to 2 years for the arm to regrow. His tail, he can just regrow it whenever he wants. Well, he has to wait a day before he can regrow his tail. So there. Also, increased speed. He can make claws that are sharp. They're really sharp and are like steel. He also has really great senses that allow him to hear people's heartbeat. So he can hear people's heartbeat from far away, or he can tell if people are lying. It's a really neat ability. But anyway, so he's working all